Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you all are happy and safe. In this video, we are going to learn about the Hanau's Quint. In the last video, we had learnt about the balanced occlusion and we had seen that there are 5 factors which affect the balanced occlusion. These were the condylar guidance, cuspal height, plane of occlusion, curve of P, and incisal guidance. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I would suggest you to first watch that video because there I have explained how these 5 factors are dependent on each other and how when one changes the other also tends to change. Okay, so please pause this video and go watch that video first. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Now in this video we are just going to have a look at the Hanau's Quint, the diagram specifically. We'll see how we can easily draw that diagram in your exam, or when you're giving a presentation or a seminar, how you can easily explain this diagram. So let's begin with the Hanau's Quint today. And before we proceed, please hit the subscribe button because it really motivates me to create more videos of this kind, and also leave a like and comment because the YouTube algorithm really likes it. So it will help push my content further to more students and it will help sustain the channel. So I won't waste any further time. Let's begin. Okay, so here we have a diagram. Imagine this to be a flower and we have 5 petals here. Okay, now each of these arrows, they represent increasing of one of the 5 factors. Okay, we had 5 factors, right? Now to understand this diagram, we will be going by a particular sequence. Okay, and that sequence will be from the posterior to the anterior. Let's see what is that. This is the site of the mandible. So first will be condylar guidance, second will be cuspal height, third is plane of occlusion, fourth is curve of P, and the fifth one is the incisal guidance. So we are kind of going from posterior to the anterior just to memorize, just to have a sequence and memorize this. So we would be understanding the Hanau's Quint diagram going from posterior all the way to anterior in this particular sequence. So I will be writing all the 5 factors in a sequence, starting from posterior, which will be on the top, condylar guidance, then cuspal height, plane of occlusion, curve of P, incisal guidance. So the one on the top is the posterior most and the one on the bottom is the anterior most. Okay. Now for the condylar guidance, we have 3 up arrows and 1 down arrow, or you can say we have 3 positive and 1 negative. Up means increases, or you can say it is a positive sign, right? And down means decreases, means that factor is decreasing. Okay, so we have a negative sign. Then for the cuspal height, we have 2 down arrows and 2 up arrows, means double minus double plus. We'll see why we are doing this because we are following a sequence. We'll just be understanding this in just a minute, don't worry. Then plane of occlusion has 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, minus plus plus minus. Then curve of P has 2 up and 2 down, that is 2 plus and 2 minus. Then incisal guidance is 1 down, 3 up, minus triple plus. So now here we can see that the condylar guidance is just the opposite of the incisal guidance, because in condylar guidance we had 3 positive and 1 negative, but in the incisal guidance we have 1 negative and 3 positive, right? Similarly, the cuspal height is just the opposite of the curve of P, because here we had double minus double plus, but in the curve of P we have double plus double minus. Then the plane of occlusion is the odd one out. Here we have minus plus plus minus. Now let us see what these arrows represent, and here comes the role of that sequence. That sequence we are following, right? So we will always be going from top to bottom. So when we have the condylar guidance increasing, just forget about this. The factor which we are considering, we will forget about this and start from the next one. Okay, like when the condylar guidance increases, we have this, right? 3 plus 1 minus. So when the condylar guidance increases, the cuspal height, plane of occlusion, curve of P, all these 3 increases, but the incisal guidance decreases. So that is the significance of that, the pledge we had taken that will go by sequence. Just to memorize this, okay? No other logic behind it. Then the next one is the cuspal height. So we'll forget about this and start from the third one. Now let us see this in the diagram itself. See, the condylar guidance is increasing. What will happen? The cuspal height, plane of occlusion, curve of P is increasing. The only thing that is decreasing is the incisal guidance. Okay? Then when the cuspal height increases, what happens? The plane of occlusion decreases, curve of P decreases, incisal guidance increases, and the condylar guidance increases. Then when the plane of occlusion increases, the curve of P decreases, incisal guidance increases, condylar guidance increases, and the cuspal height decreases. Then when the curve of P increases, incisal guidance increases, condylar guidance increases, cusp height decreases, and the plane of occlusion decreases. Finally, coming to incisal guidance, when the incisal guidance is increasing, only the condylar guidance decreases, and these three, the cuspal height, plane of occlusion, curve of P, all these three increases. So I hope you found the video helpful, and if you did, do let me know in the comment section below. I would be eager to know if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Take very good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.